We make the streams louder.
What's up guys, welcome back. In the last video you guys saw, I was talking about I have to wire a kill switch into the car. Today's video, I'm gonna actually be mounting the kill switch to a certain location that I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. And I think it's a pretty cool video, so let me explain what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna be using a MOROSO kill switch, which is just this guy right here. It's a 2-prong in the back. Comes with the a normal sticker, your on and off, location. I didn't want to use like a cheap Pep Boys one or AutoZone one. I just wanted to make sure I go to the track and they're not gonna not let me race because my switch isn't up to par or whatever. So this is like NHRA rated. So make sure you look at. I forget the specs on it. I'll see if I'll leave a link. I found this off of Jegs. So this switch is gonna basically kill the whole car when you flip it off. And I'll explain in another video when I'm wiring it. In this video, this is just going to be how to install it, or where I'm going to install it. But you want basically this to kill your alternator. So when you have the car on, once you flip this switch, it's going to kill the alternator and all the power to the car like that. So it's not like if you disconnect the battery, the car's going to stay running. This has to kill the whole car. So your alternator needs to be on a separate terminal, and then the rest of the car is going to be in line with the switch. That's just a little rundown of how the switch is supposed to work. Where I'm going to be putting this switch is it's not unique because plenty of people do it, but it's unique to an RSX because I've never seen an RSX have the switch in this location. We're going to be putting the switch in the taillight. Now, if the RSX was like some of the older Civics, like the bubbles, and I know like Mustangs have this feature, they'll have like a keyhole, that would have been ideal, but on a regular RSX taillight, it's just one solid piece. So we're going to be putting the switch in the reverse light, well, in the center of it. Before you guys start commenting, or you're thinking that it's not the greatest location or it's probably not the sturdiest, you're right, I agree with you. But the reason I'm putting it in this location is because I want the switch kind of somewhere where it's not going to be moved or it's just out of the way. I could just mount it on the bumper, and that would just be one quick hole, mount up all my posts, and I'm done. But if I ever have to take the bumper off or service the car in certain ways, I want it to be in a location where even if I'm servicing the car where the switch is, it's never really touched, or I don't really have to get around there. Or sometimes I got to take the bumper off. I could put it on the hatch. That's a solid mounting point. That's metal. But the hatch opens straight up. In order to do that, I'd have to run wires through the hatch and then loop them around. So when I open the hatch, it doesn't pull the wire. That's way too much work. And in the taillight, that's just like a stationary part. You usually never take the taillight out unless you have to replace a gasket, and not even a bulb. You can get to the bulbs right from pulling out that little panel in the back. So, and I've just never seen it on an RSX. So I think that'll be a cool location to put the switch on. I've never done it before, so I'm gonna show you the steps I'm gonna take to try to make it work, to make it fit on there. Hopefully it works out, because other than that, I have no other ideas where to put the switch if it doesn't work out. This is a spare taillight I bought, by the way. I'm not even doing it on the actual taillight of the car. This is just to see if it works. If it works, I'll clean this taillight up and make it look like the one on the car, and then we'll throw that one on and keep the one on the car as a spare for if I ever get any other crazy ideas. So before I start doing any cutting, obviously look at what you have. The reverse light is right here, and it's pretty close to this mounting stud, which I want to keep because I don't want this taillight just to be, not fully secured. So I need to watch this stud, and what I'm thinking of doing is just cutting this whole back section of the reverse light out, so I can at least get access behind to this part right here, and just throw the switch in. We'll make our hole, throw the switch in, and see how well it works. It should work fine. What I'm going to start is get a pair of dikes and start chopping off this plastic. It's pretty thin, this thin plastic right here. And then I'll come in with a Dremel and really start opening it up. some of the, like, I don't even know what you want to call it, some of this lifted plastic off. So it's kind of flat, not really, but I took some of it off. Now I'm going to come in with a Dremel. I'm just going to start hacking this up. I don't even have a plan. I'm just going to start trying to follow some lines. If the lines don't work, I'm just going to start cutting in, and we'll see how it goes. Got our opening. It's a pretty good start. It actually came out better than I thought. We're gonna trim it up, you know, a little more. So let's get the switch and let's just see if the switch fits in it first. So here's my switch. We're just gonna see. Well, right now it doesn't. It looks like we're gonna have to do some more trimming. Probably like right here. It's not fitting flush. But I think it's gonna work. Let's do some more trimming and then we'll come right back. So I did some more trimming. I got it opened up some more. I put the switch. The switch is gonna fit in it pretty good. We got some wiggle room, which is what I want. So what I did was I actually lined the switch up to where it would fit pretty decently. Spun it around, and where I had it lined up, I just put a black dot to where like the tip was. So that way, that's where I'm gonna start my next hole so I can take this little piece off the switch and I can slip it through the taillight, lock it in, and then we're gonna work around that. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're just gonna drill one hole in the front. I'm just gonna be using a unibit like we did in the wideband install. I like using these. Make sure you start small and you're constantly test fitting so you don't overshoot it. Still got ways to go. So I got the switch to fit. As you can see, it's coming out, but I don't know if you can see it in camera how it's kind of crooked. It's because it's not sitting flat. So I probably drew my dot a little over to one side. I'm gonna have to open this hole up probably one more size in my unibit. Hopefully it's not too big. So let's try that. All right, let's see. Seems a little flatter, but I think I might have just screwed it up. Let's throw this on there. Got it tight. Let's throw the switch on. Or the handle, I should say. test is for this to be able to turn and not have the back of the switch turn. Which it does. I think that's a win. Now we can just orient it to the way we want. You can see the back. You can put terminals on it with no interference. I think we just got it to work. So it's been a little while since that last clip. I took some time and actually restored this tail light, try to make it look a little better. I don't know if you guys could tell on film. It was a little beat up. Like I said, I bought it used just to try it out. First of all, don't worry about me not showing on camera like how I restored a tail light. I have another video coming out on how to restore headlights and tail lights just to make them look almost brand new. So don't worry about that. That's why I just skipped that step right now. And second of all, this came out way better than I expected it. So I'm just gonna show you guys. Now that's a custom kill switch. I mean, this thing came out amazing. As you guys can see, the whole tail light is restored. I read it out the corner, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is this switch right here. It looks awesome, and it's functional. It's locked down good enough to where it's not going nowhere when you flip it. Perfect. Here's our connections on the back. We're going to wire that up. You can put some terminals on here. Everything's out of the way. Oh, I'm out of focus. There you go. Everything's out of the way, showing that. If you guys are looking to put a kill switch, here you go. Now you guys can see. Well, I haven't seen another RSX with it in a taillight, so if you do it, just give me some credit, you know. But yeah, that looks sick. So now we're all mounted up. I just can't stop looking at it. I don't know. It's just, to me, it looks so freaking cool. What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments what you guys think, how the switch came out, if you had any better ideas how I could have done it, or if you put a kill switch in your RSX or in your car, leave it down in the comments. Let me know how you guys did it. Pretty much a wrap on this video. I hope you guys liked it. Another reason why I was really excited about making this video is not just because I haven't seen another RSX with the kill switch setup like this on it, but just because this is like, the purpose of this channel is not only just to teach you guys how to do things, you know, yourself, so you guys can learn. You don't have to pay no one to do it, but also I could have just mounted this switch in the bumper, you know, like I explained before, drill the hole, boom, 1 2 3, it would have been done, super simple. But for me, on my personal cars, I just like to take that extra step forward just to kind of make it look clean. Like if you look at my engine bay, some people say, you know, oh, it's a race car, you don't need to worry about making that engine bay look clean, just, you know, wire everything up, do it the way you need to do. It's just a race car. Yeah, but I mean, I take pride in my car, you know, so I just like to make sure everything, it's not a show car, but you know, like if I wanted to, I can make it a show car. I just like my car to be clean. And so doing the kill switch like this, I feel like, one, it works, two, it's gonna look good, and you know, it works, it's functional, and it's gonna look good. So that's pretty much the whole purpose of Surge Motive Garage. It's just doing things on your own, but you know, doing them the right way and being proud of the work you do. So that was just something little I want to throw out there. Guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Leave it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe, leave comments. If you guys need any help with your own personal cars, I always recommend hitting me up on my Instagram. You can find my Instagram link at the end of this video. Stay motivated, guys, and keep making these streets louder.